All right, that's better. Psych perspectives today, but it's really more of a social perspective today since we're doing society. And we're doing the four major ones. So there's going to be struck funk, because that's the easiest way to say it. And then we're going to have conflict. And it's going to be a lot of writing today. So we're really going to test my ability to spell. And then we're going to have symbolic interaction, right? And we're definitely going to use abbreviations because if it's abbreviated, I didn't spell it wrong. And then lastly, we're going to have social constructionism. Cool. And these are just going to be like key points, key trigger words that I know make me realize like, oh, that's kind of what we're talking about. Of course, we got little cheat sheets on either side, so in case I a little brain fart, I can just cheat. But these ones, the main guy behind this is going to be Emil. I think there's one right there. Durkheim. Don't really know what he obviously was a major player in this whole kind of train of thinking, but Emil Durkheim, struck funk. They're real tied together in my brain. But then we're going to think of society like a living organism. Strive to maintain balance. Right? And then we're going to do this through structures, right? Structures and their different functions. And then when we have disorder, the word for that is going to be anomie. And then these structures are going to have manifest functions, which are going to be what they were intended to do. So like school, you're going to learn something. They're going to teach you. But then they're also going to have latent functions, right? And keeping with the school example, because that's the most commonly referred to one, latent function is going to be like the hidden curriculum, where it kind of teaches you how to interact with your people around you, like your friends, all those. And it kind of, it's not really the main purpose, but it is a purpose. And that's pretty much all there is for structural functionalism. So conflict theory, this is going to be wealth, fame, power, respect, the one piece. But it's going to be money, power, and authority. And these, everybody wants these. Everybody wants, but obviously not all of them can have, because if they could, then we wouldn't have conflict. Constant battle for natural resources. That's just another little thing I've seen thrown around with this. And the people to know for this are going to be Max Weber and Karl Marx, communist. At least that's what I just kind of remember them as. Even though Max Weber talks about bureaucracies, don't read that. That does not say what I think it says. And then this one, you're going to want to know class consciousness. And then class consciousness, all that really is Marx saying, since he's talking about communism, in my brain, communism, right, is that the working class, the people that are getting fucked over in there, they are going to eventually have an epiphany. And that epiphany is going to be, hey, there's these pretty dudes sitting up there in those high chairs. What are they doing again? they're just kind of benefiting from us just slaving away over here. So yeah, we're gonna revolt. We're done with that, and that's pretty much what class consciousness is them not accepting their current state. Okay, symbolic interaction. This is gonna be the micro theory, the tried and true micro theory. Social constructionism, skipping ahead a little bit, is technically, I've personally only seen it tested as a micro level theory, but technically it can be applied macro. It's mostly micro though, but this one I always remember micro because it's based on people interactions, right? People interactions, and these symbols, right? The symbols have meaning. And these people interactions are going to maintain the meaning. Right? And these symbols are going to be culture, right? We're going to have culture. Heavy influence, right? On these guys. Influence the symbols. Right, and then last but not least, social constructionism, and this is going to be everything, is a construct. And constructs are pretty much just stuff we give meaning. And then some just examples that are always fucking thrown around are going to be. I've noticed I've cursed a lot more on this, so I hope that doesn't mess up anything with the video upload process, but we'll see. There is going to be race, ethnicity, age, your like class, like, oh, you're middle class, like that really means nothing. But we say that it's, oh, you make this amount of money per year, so you're in that class. But stuff like that. It can even be something like childhood, because everybody is like, oh, I'm so fond of my childhood, like they kind of get nostalgic about it. But yeah, social constructionism, we just give stuff meaning, and we're like, okay, that's good. But yeah, that is going to be the board.